Hi guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm doing one video. It's about a list. No new fragrances just yet. This month of May, I'm trying to maybe go through the month, not try to buy any more. So I'll be doing some random list for you. And this list particularly today is for summer. Okay. It's actually rainy season, but still pretty hot and humid. Normally, if you go out, if you feel like you're sweating a little bit, that means there is humidity, there is heat. So yeah, I am going through this weather and I am trying to put up, fresh fragrances, mostly sweet, fresh, whatever, fruity. And at this current moment, if I want to pull off something, let's say heavier, darker, leather, oud, tonka, tobacco, booze, I can definitely wear whatever I want in different times. But I personally prefer lighter, blue, aquatic, fruity fragrances. So here are some 10 fragrances which are very affordable, okay, within $40-$45 maximum. Some of them are much less, okay, and I reviewed each of them on my channel. You can check them out, and I think these are good fragrances. I'm not saying these are the beast mode ultimate, no, but some fragrances, they smell really nice, okay. So before I start anything, I am actually wearing a very special perfume which is discontinued, I heard, so I just reached for it. This is Angel Muse by Thierry Mugler. Such good times, I just miss this kind of time of perfumery, like when fragrance releases were great. This is a women's perfume, but there's so much sweetness, beautiful. This is so much like a lovey-dovey fragrance. I just missed it. So I'm just wearing that in the AC room. It's like not really too much. So let's start. The number 10 is kind of on the sweeter side, and I did say I liked it. It's very smooth, polished take on Jean-Paul Gaultier, Le Beau Le Parfum, and then Paradise Garden a little bit. This is Khadlaj, and this I think is called Island. Okay, so I've seen another version of Island, which was the brown bottle. I think that was Aether or some other clone. So I didn't get that actually because I already reviewed 2 to 3 Aether dupes. But this one really is a very nice bottle. I really like this greenness and gives you a feel of tropical green, island, that sort of vibe. And the packaging is very beautiful. So the perfume is very well done. Khadlaj, I did not think they can make such good fragrances. Definitely, if you are not fan of tonka, things like coconut and stuff, like a crunchy coconut sweetness, like sometimes, you feel like, oh, I'm wearing just raw coconut oil, so for you people, this one you can skip. But I think if you're a fan of fresh, fruity, citrusy kind of fragrance, not citrusy, sweet fragrances, you can try it. It's also gourmand, got some vanilla to it, tonka. But I think this suits summer very nicely, especially if you find some overcast condition, rainy day, cloudy day. This is a good fragrance. Okay, so this is the one. This is very budget friendly, but always remember it's not really like $15-$20. This is actually a little bit more, like 35, maybe within 40, but still budget outside. Khadlaj Island, very, very well done. Longevity is very good from that. Number 9 is the fragrance. I wore it tonight, or sorry, last night. Actually, it's the next day now. It's 1, right? So yesterday I went out for steak dinner. I just thought like, I missed, going out. So I took Uber and then went out just to, have dinner outside and all. So I decided to pick up one of these fragrances and I sprayed like 30 times, I think, at 28, 30, I lost track. This is the fragrance. This is called Couture Noir by Ahmed Maghribi. I think my even one wear or a couple of wears took down the juice level significantly because I keep spraying. Pss, 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 pss. I think it was more like 40 sprays. Okay, so the sprayers on these are not like very white mist. It's like a pressure atomizer, and this fragrance, the concentration is EDP, but it's not very thick. What this is a take on Aventus, which people are tired of. Like, hey man, I'm tired of seeing this, smelling this everywhere, the same old pineapple. So this is the fragrance, maybe not for you if you're tired of the DNA, but I don't get tired of DNA of Aventus. I just love it. So this one has that fruitiness. You can definitely smell the lemon, the apples, and then the little bit of pineapple. It's very fruity, a little bit musky. But when I did those extra sprays all over me, I just want to tell you one story because I'm doing one video. I went to a steak place, and there are a lot of brothers working there, and one of them, they're all mostly students and doing part-time jobs. They're very, very smart kids outside. So one of them came up and said, sir, if you don't mind, like I always see you since the old like place is called Mid Theory. So the old place, he used to come here with a lot of bags of perfumes, and he always smells so good. And I was like, I knew, I smiled, like I know what's coming up. And he's like, if you don't mind, sir, like what are you wearing? So I told him like it's not anything expensive, it's this. And he says, can you suggest me a few names? I want to join your group, and how many perfumes do you have? So then I told him about a community and all. So it just like, sometimes it's nice to have those moments. So this is the fragrance, the DNA, and I really enjoyed it. So this fragrance is very beautiful for summer, and it's underrated. Nobody talks about it. Even if you do not like Aventus, this kind of fragrance in office, subtleness, very beautiful. Couture Noir is very affordable, maybe 20 something bucks. Okay, so that's my number 9. Number 8, these are all update videos on each of these fragrances. Next one, I think, is from Lataf. I forgot the name actually, that's what I'm looking. This is called Luminous Vivid. This one, the beautiful orange bottle. I think this is a take on Parfum de Marly, Perseus, right? And I did review this one. I didn't review Perseus because I don't own it. Perseus, Altair, I did not buy these expensive fragrances. So I stopped. Maybe the last one I had was Greenlay, okay? And then Greenlay was, after using it a while, I sold it off. Reason being, Parfum de Marly are too expensive nowadays. So this one, for that price point, it's very, very good. It's like, I forgot exactly, but it's within that 25 bucks. So this one is very zesty, and I took this fragrance with me to watch a cricket tournament final at night time. It was very humid. It was about to rain, but I sprayed like madman. And this one did not do more than 3 hours push, but the smell and the opening zestiness is very beautiful. And it did remind me of Terre d'Hermes Aether Fresh a lot. So if you enjoy the orange peel, citrus, a little bit of maybe vetiver, or a little bit of kick of maybe something like cardamom. It's a very zesty, fruity, but not super sweet. It's tart fragrance. I really enjoyed this DNA, and I think I do not reach for it every day, but it reminds me TDH ETF Ultra Fresh a lot. So for the price, it's very good for summer. Just for the smell itself, I think you can hear the guard. It's like that guard, crazy guard. You always late night 3 a.m 4 a.m he just whistles. So anyway, so this fragrance, I think it's a great budget fragrance, and I do not buy this as a Perseus alternative. I think more of if you're a fan of Terre d'Hermes, Ultra Fresh, or Ogivry, this kind of fan, try this Luminous Vivid by Maison Alhambra. Next one is a bottle that I should wear more. I wore heavily when I got it, and then usually what happens with you, if you have so many fragrances, you lose track. Sometimes you keep them in box or places, and you have new fragrance, then you spray them more. But this is such a good fragrance. I really was happy when I bought this, and it's a afternoon swim dupe, I think. This is Jean Lo Azure, okay, by Maison Alhambra. Yeah, so this is another Latafa. These are all inspired by Louis Vuitton, and this smells so good. Like afternoon swim, tiger, Turati blue. You know this story, right? This smells a lot like those grapefruit zestiness. If you have all of those, you don't need this. Like Jean Lo, Immortal, maybe you don't need this, but I really enjoy these. Like if you have one, just a good one blue fragrance, oceanic, grapefruit zesty. This one is more zesty than the previous one. I really enjoy it, especially the citrus elements in this. For citrus lovers in summer, they will like this, okay? And it's very budget friendly as well. Jean Lo Azure, very beautiful bottle as well. The next one is something I bought recently, and I thought like, hey, should I put it here? I'm like, yeah, it's a small bottle, but let's just put it here. It's about 60 ml, I think. And this fragrance I bought for not for so much money. This was $20 maybe, but the very cute little bottle. This is called Davidoff Indigo. This fragrance does not have so many reviews. I reviewed it, I think, for the very first time on YouTube. And I got this thinking like, some people say, what does it smell like? Maybe they wonder. And I got this for people who are wondering. I was like, okay, it's not expensive. Let's get the small bottle. And this is actually cheaper than other Davidoffs. And this is a travel exclusive. That's why the bottle comes in only 60 ml. I think if they're bigger size, I don't know. But this is a pretty nice. This is a more modern cool water. You get some elements of old cool water. You can definitely smell that lavender. You can smell the little bit of sweetness. It's like somewhere between Davidoff cool water perfume, I think, yeah, and then a little bit of the original, like original. There's like sage, maybe something woody, okay? And it's a nice perfume. Maybe lavender, sage, and something else, something in there. It's a nice oceanic fragrance, and it's not groundbreaking, but it's very soothing and relaxing. So you can give it a try. Davidoff Indigo. Just for the price point, I thought this one deserves to be here. Next one, back to Armaf's. Next one, I like this fragrance. It's like heavy duty. It's good. It's called Armaf Odyssey Lemony Fresh. Okay, I think that's the whole name. Lemony Fresh. Okay, nowadays I lose track of names because there's so many. So Odyssey line have quite a few hits, some misses. The Dubai chocolate, I thought I would like it a lot, but I didn't. But this fragrance is very, very nice. This again maybe Pacific Chill. I forgot exactly which one. And the Louis Vuitton inspired fragrance, but maybe even Afternoon Smile. I don't remember. Sorry to say, but this one has this lemon. Okay, very nice lemon, and the lemon is fresh. That's why the name is Lemony Fresh. I can smell it. It's like literally like those, like lemonade you make in a jar or something, and you just serve it with ice, crushed ice. And on a summer's day, that smells nice. It's like lemon trees, sitting under the lemon trees. There's a fragrance actually from Maison Martin Margiela. So this one is a good one. Longevity is okay, 3.5 hours or so, but not bad for the price. Okay, Odyssey Lemony Fresh Edition. These are limited edition fragrances. Nice bottle. So the next one, number 4, is that other strong. This is a very strong fragrance. This one is an alternative to Bleu de Chanel. Bleu de Chanel is insanely expensive right there. This EDP, I had the Pafa, sold it, but I'll never repurchase Bleu de Chanel. I'm just tired of seeing those prices of Chanel Allure line, Bleu de Chanel, Platinum. They're all over $200. Why? But this one, it's not exactly Bleu de Chanel dupe, but it smells a lot like that same family, which is called Club de Nuit. Iconic, the blue bottle. And this is one of my favorites for summer, because even though this is the most expensive, I think here, the $45 now, apart from number 2, but this one is very strong performer. This one actually like brings an aura like this much. You go out normally, if you spray fragrances, you cannot say the same for most fragrances. This one has power. So this power of this blue fragrance is a little bit of a grapefruit, citruses, blue notes, it's a little bit sweet. It's not bad at all. Okay, and does give the dry down vibes of Bleu de Chanel. This one I highly recommend. $45, 40, $45. I still consider this as a affordable fragrance. So number three is going to be the fragrance when I was talking about Parfum de Marly Greenly. This fragrance came to my mind. It is with me for I think 2 months or so, or 3 months. And this bottle belongs to my brother Ifran Bhai. He sent this to me to review, and he said, I don't want to take it back yet, because if the bottle is here with you, I can come down here and I can meet you up, and that would be an excuse for me to get the fragrance. It's weird. I said, let me send it back. You want to use it? He said, no, let it macerate and stuff. This is the fragrance. This is the Altair, not Altair. This is the PDM Greenly dupe. This is called Aether, not Altair. Aether Extrait, okay, from French Avenue. Very beautiful bottle. I really like how cool this bottle is. It looks like a piece of ice, really beautifully done, and it's like this greenness. So the fragrance is very well done. I really like this. I would not say I like this more than Greenly. Okay, I had special place for Greenly on my heart. Green apples, like shower gel, like not shower gel, shampoo vibe. This one, really nice atomizer. It does smell a lot like that, but it smells also like guava when you bite into like a green guava, which is a little bit sweet, but mostly it's still green. I get that guava vibe with that apple. So that's what is nice, and it's for the price, very good. Longevity for a fresh is very good. This one you can try. Aether or Aether, I don't know how you pronounce that. Extrait by French Avenue. I'll write it down, don't worry. So number 2 is the expensive one now. This is now about, if I'm not mistaken, going for 85, 100 something dollars. When it initially came out, it was 75. But on most part, when we got this fragrance back in the days, this used to be only about $35. Okay, that's why it was cheap. So beautiful, luxurious. It's definitely a sense of luxury. Is this fragrance? Ferrari's Bright Neroli, one of our brothers. He will know and see and know who he is. I don't want to mention his name over and over again. He hates Neroli. Apart from him in this world, I don't think anybody else hates it. Sorry, that's not nice to say, nice thing to say, but many people may like, may dislike. But this one doesn't have any enemy. As far as I know, if you like Tom Ford's Neroli Portofino, why wouldn't you get this? Lasts long, smells beautiful, posh, elegant Neroli, sweet. First time I got this, I remember, like I don't forget my first loves. Like when I fall in love, I never ever say these were once my love, but I don't love no more. Nah, I say things like it has special place in my heart, even though there are much more upgraded fragrances, better fragrances in the world. But this one always will be special. That's how I say it, right? So Neroli is a Neroli Portofino. No, this is called, sorry, Bright Neroli. I had long day today. So this fragrance is very beautiful. For the $35, even I would say pay as much as $75 for the quality. That good. Okay, so Ferrari's Bright Neroli. So the number 1 today is perhaps one of the weakest in this whole lineup. of 10, but I absolutely love the smell. This one reminds me of something very, very beautiful. Okay, this is a take on somewhat like Versace's Manu Fresh, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue for women, and fragrances like those. This is called 24 Ice, and I always forget the name because they don't put the name Ice here. They just put 24 and the blue juice, right? So this one is frosted with the blue juice, and this one is not very expensive. I think maybe 35 bucks. When you spray this, some people say this one is just dead ringer of light blue for women, and I can see it. It definitely has that vibe, but also reminds me of Black Excess by Paco Rabanne, Mont Blanc Star Walker, and then Versace Manu Fresh. These are all that beautiful lemon. And light blue for women, I think there's a lemon, Mediterranean, not Mediterranean, something like a Sicilian lemon or something, and there's a blue note, a little bit cooling note, and I don't know what there is, but it smells so nice. It smells so fresh. When you spray this, if I have some space, yeah. When I spray this, every time I smell this, it cheers my mood up, just like Versace Manu Fresh. It's a little bit more feminine, less woody than that, but I think if you like the Versace but you can't afford it, I think you can try this. At least gonna be $10-15 less. Amazing fragrance, just amazing. Literally, like if you keep this in the fridge just for 1 hour and let it chill and then spray on you, it will be so lovely. Okay, so this is the number one today, 24 Ice. So thank you so much for watching, and let's see if you tried all of these or what are your favorite affordable perfumes. Nowadays I feel in this for the summer, paying so much expensive price point. Let's say, like, just one last example. Someone asked like a few days back in my group or some other group, I just saw, I commented, I don't remember, but they asked like, hey, I have these 2 Xerjoffs, I need to buy. One was Renaissance or Renaissance, other one is Naxos. And he was like, which one should I go for? And it's such a polarizing comparison because they are so different from each other. You cannot pick one over the other. So most of people are sensible, and they said, if you're looking for something fresh, minty, like a summer oriented fragrance, go for Renaissance. And then if you're looking for winter, fall, kind of like a tobacco heavy sweet, go for Naxos. I said, go for Naxos. Why did I say that? Because the Renaissance, like, I'm not going to say it's a poor perfume, it's not, but sometimes can be spotty in longevity. Many niche freshies, especially you spend $250-300 on them, and instead, like, let's just, I'm not saying Renaissance they're not the same, but to me this is so much more worthy than a freshie that will last the same time, do the same thing, smells so good, but this is so much like one less zero, right? So for me, I don't see the point of I'm not going to say you should follow it as well, but if you really get like Mancera, pay niche price, then it's good because it justifies Cedrat Bois Intense so much stronger. I spend $85, $110, then that's okay. But I rather say try to spend not more than $50 for summer fragrances, because they are not that complex, they are not that long lasting, not that dark, or you cannot use it all year round. So you know what I'm saying. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully you're gonna have a good day and everything. And I think maybe let's do an extra episode if I feel like random talk. Yeah, not bedtime yet, maybe I'll sleep around a little bit late. Okay, so maybe do one more video. I don't know. If I do, I will upload them together. Take care, and thanks for watching, and thank you for all the comments and your opinions. See ya. Bye bye.